Hey everybody, I'm Jesse. So yeah, the other night when we were going to bed, my beautiful, hot, sexy wife Kelsey asked me a fantastic question, and I'm so glad I get to talk about it on here. This is awesome. So she asked me, do I ever worry about fulfilling my purpose in God's eyes? And this brings about a topic. It's fantastic because if each of us has a purpose, then the specific thing that God's standing over us and He wishes we'd be a mechanic instead of a plumber, and that means that up in heaven somewhere, then there's gold streets, and there's a guy on a Zamboni out there sweeping them, and there's a hierarchy, and it's run like a factory, and I just cannot get on with that. I've worked out. Well, I didn't work it out. It more or less came to me. It's way simpler than that. God is communication, and our civilization and technology has improved this a lot. Our civilization is terrible at communication, and so sort of try and illustrate this for you. The internet. It has you get on your computer, right? Your home computer, and there's a wire that goes out and it goes down to the telephone company, and somewhere there's a warehouse or a room or a building, and it's full of memory, and everything on the internet is stored there. And there's a bunch of them. There's all these little nodes that have to talk to each other to make this thing happen. And so this is a terrible analogy, but maybe you'll get the idea. So God is like that, and that God's everywhere, and the word God has so much baggage tacked onto it by us good old Christians here. It has so much baggage tacked onto it that the average person can't wrap their mind around God being anywhere but above the altar in the church. And you go in on Sunday and you give Him 10%, and that's not it. That's such a sanitized. That's like a picture of God. It doesn't smell like it. It doesn't taste like it. It doesn't feel like it. It's not it. God is out here in the world, and I hate using that word because people stop understanding when you use that word. We need a different word. Too bad I haven't come up with one yet. Anyway, God's out here, and every blade of grass, every leaf on the tree is connected. It's living and flowing and talking, and God is gosh, this is tough. God is feeling, and so when you say that I'm worried I'm not fulfilling my purpose, then it's kind of odd, because God's not standing over you with a stick saying that He wishes you'd be a plumber. God wishes you'd be happy and be connected. And there's a when you grow a culture on a petri dish and there's contaminants in it, the culture will isolate those contaminants, and the healthier bacteria will win, and faster bacteria will win, and it makes these little balls in there. They're really cool. And inside the ball is the contaminant, the thing you don't want, or it could be the thing you're trying to grow. But when you have one culture that's dominating the playing field, then it's easy to see that the contaminant, or which one the contaminant is, and it's easy to see that it's isolated and it's surrounded and it's not in communication. And that's what God's like. God doesn't care if you're a palmer. God wants you to be happy. And if we would all unclamp our buttholes, then we could take a deep breath and do the things that make us happy, and it's so much easier. It's so much easier. It's like light and dark, daytime and night. It's when you're grinding away, trying to do things for somebody, and it's not how you want to do it, and it's not when you'd want to do it, and it's none of the things that in your mind make it right, then you're never gonna be fulfilled. You're never going to turn out a product that is quality. And so if you back up and you breathe for a minute and you put someone else's tools down and you go and get your tools, then you can do things. And maybe it's making cat videos, I don't know, but your purpose is not defined. It's not set in stone, and it changes. And sometimes you do something and it all comes to a head, and you say, wow, that was a bad experience. And almost every time you can look back and see where we can hardly call it a bad experience. It's more of learning on your part or on someone else's part. It's more of growing. So you can't beat up on yourself too much for being where you're at right now. Just look around and see how you can make it better. See how you can move up. And maybe you have to move down to move up. But don't get caught up on fulfilling your purpose, because you are. Y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.